Illinois State Rifle Association asked and put out a statement and a request through the courts that we get moving on our so-called assault weapons case, and amazingly, we got a reply today. So we put this request out mainly because we believe that the Attorney General and the state has been dragging their feet, and we believe they've been doing it for one specific purpose. We need to have this court case to go through the courts to get to the U.S. Supreme Court for a potential to be heard by October. The more they drag that out, the less likely it is that the U.S. Supreme Court would take up this ruling, or this whatever ruling takes place, should it go against us, which we expect. And so today we did receive notice that the hearings will take place. So the state must reply by May 7th with their case, and then we, as the appellee, all the cases that are before them, before the Seventh Circuit, then have till June 6th to reply, or to send in our notes. And then the state then gets to reply to our notes at the end of June 27th. And so at this point, hopefully we'll have all that through by the end of June and can get some resolution in time to go to the U.S. Supreme Court should we lose at the Seventh Circuit, which, as we said, we believe we will. We just have always believed, and if you look throughout the country, that all this is eventually going to make it to the U.S. Supreme Court. Probably where it needs to be. We would love to have a decision. Don't get me wrong. Don't take that the wrong way. But we believe it'll probably, all the cases will eventually make it to the U.S. Supreme Court. And then let's have finality. And we believe we will at the U.S. Supreme Court. From our perspective, just because we've seen this in motion and we've been kind of at the front and center of it with all the other appellants, that this is a delay tactic, and something had to be done. We were trying to get moving. We were trying to do things the legal way, if you will. And so, finally they forced our hand. And so we had to do something to move this along in light of the deadline that we're seeing for anything to go to the U.S. Supreme Court. And so, we rolled the dice. It worked. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to move things forward for our constituents, for our people that believe in the Second Amendment. I think McGlynn did an outstanding job. I think he did an outstanding job on making sure that he put forth the arguments that are going to align with Bruin, align with, the laws of the land, and align with what we are hearing out of the U.S. Supreme Court and what we think they're going to do and take up as arguments. And so I think it was just a masterful job.